Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Let's get this going. Hey everyone, welcome. Today is 9th of August. Today No Man's Sky is 10 years old. It is today, on 9th of August 2016. I don't know exactly what time it was, but probably something similar to now. And we are on the planet that we have some bases. It's not too many, but don't worry, I've got plenty of stuff to show you. To talk about, and as you can see over on the top left, we have this nice tracker that I created. The next poll is in 5 minutes. I measured it and noticed that usually the Steam API seems to be updating the player count roughly once every 14 minutes. So I'm skipping 12 minutes and then going minute by minute to see the change, and we'll have a small surprise if we manage to surpass the record of 212,613. Right? Yeah. Let's go into the base and look at the list of bases. We have plenty of bases to see. From time to time, I will check out the comments on YouTube, but I'm not seeing the Discord comments. So, Bruno's baby, if you see some important comment on the Discord, please let me know. Okay. All right. So we have several bases here. Not too many, like I said, and yeah. We're gonna look at some of them, not all of them. Right. So what did we have in these 10 years? Okay. We had 30 plus updates. We had plenty of expeditions. And this is a studio that just hasn't never stopped. Okay. Like I said, we have Bruno's baby is with us on the Discord stage. If you want to speak, you need to raise your hand, ask to speak. And when you start speaking, you'll have to tell us who you are, because I can't see you. Okay, I can't see who it is.
I'll try to keep my eyes open.
Of course, thank you. Right. Now, of course, if you want to, you can join the Discord server, join the live stream, the stage. I'm actually streaming on both YouTube and Discord. If there's any issue, you let me know, please. Right? Let's see a few comments here before we continue. We have Detective Gamer Treg, hi there, and Flaptrap, hello. And we have Rocker, of course, good to see you. And we have Stephen Trissel, greetings from the Sarcos Kinesia star system, discovered 2 days ago. Welcome. All right, so this is what we're going to be doing today, right? We're going to be looking at community bases. These are community bases to say thank you to Hello Games for No Man's Sky. And like I said, we're constantly watching the player count. Okay. Now this overlay, you might see it in other places. I managed to complete it yesterday, and I posted it for other creators to use. It's free. It's completely free. It's using the MIT license. If you know what that means, it means anybody can take it and do whatever they like with it. And I offered it to others. I know that at least one person already told me he's going to be using it. But other than that, and the bases, I do have some other things to show you. And one of them is, of course, the bases. So let's get started with this base, HG NMS. Thanks for all the fish by Dimbulb. Dimbulb was one of the top contributors to our Glyph planet, right? Let's go see his base. Hey, Rocker and Fulcrum, you're in. Good. Now this is a very pretty base, okay? There's actually some... Oh, I need to change the volume. There's some bite beat here somewhere. Right, good. So this is a pretty full base. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Right? Nice. Make them small, put them in the racks. Very good. Very, very nice. Oh, we have some... Wait a second. If the... You see, I can see that the teleporter is working. That means that there is power. But if we go over there, those two aren't working. Why is that? That's pretty odd. Never mind. Still a very nice base. Very nice base. And of course, a big sign, HG NMS10. Thanks for all the fish. Probably a jab on the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where I mean, if he had written here HHG, that would be really cool. Right. So, thanks for all the fish. Very nice. The base is a combination of very many different types of materials. See, lots of decoration. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Right. Okay. Very good. Now, like I said, the community really loves doing pretty amazing stuff. Now, I want to show you something. This is something that was built by a viewer who contacted me over on X. His name is Allegra1965. Now, he contacted me and said, would you please take a look at something I made and tell me what you think, okay? And what he made is something of an exploration web application, an exploration application to explore the galaxy, right? So first of all, let's go into photo mode here, okay? Now we can see here the byte beat properly. Let's go to photo mode here, okay? And I'm gonna switch over to see this for you. Why is it black? That is pretty weird. Okay, wait a second. Nope. Browser. Oh, this isn't working. I don't know why. Ah, there we go. This is the application. Okay. Yeah, I know you can't see. So Discord people can still see the counter. The counter is now at 12,259. Okay. And what we see here is the galaxy, and we can type in an address, okay, the hex address, or you can type glyphs, okay. So let me just swap for a second and see. Okay, I'll close this one. And the glyphs are bird, sunset, cube. So it's a bird, sunset, cube. And then we have this thing, triangles, tree. So it's triangle tree. Moon, two birds and sunset. Moon, two birds, sunset. And triangle and another set of the eyes. There. Right?
GGF.
And jump
GGF?
Here. Yes, I can hear you.
Diablo asks if we shall meet anywhere in place.
I mean, you have. I mean, you can see this. You can screenshot this, and you can come and join. You know, join on the planet. That's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. Okay, but let me just show this application because it is really, really nice. Okay. Now, okay. I know that other attempts to properly show information specific to No Man's Sky, to recreate the procedural generation of No Man's Sky like this, has not been very successful. However, this one seems to be very successful. I haven't tested it very well, Okay, I don't know for sure, but we can do something nice. Okay, so we can go back into the game, right? Go to discoveries and see this system, right? So this one is probably renamed, of course, but the names of the planets seem to be proper. Doshaxby Q2, Lorai Alpha, Delta Z, and Ahoma, right? And it's a yellow star system with 4 planets, right? Let's go back to the browser, okay, and let's go enter the system. So this is not exactly the same, so it's not perfectly correct. This thing thinks that it's a dual star system. Well, I knew that could happen, but let's just go back to the galaxy and pick another system, right? Let's change, right, let's clear this, and let's go, just type some address and jump. Where are we in the galaxy? Now we are here. Okay. Oh, let's go to the local.
Storm clearing.
Right, good. Let's enter the system. It shows things really, really nice. And unfortunately, this system is not perfectly ready, and therefore we will not reveal the URL right now, but I will bring it to you. I mean, this thing is just gorgeous, and for some systems that I checked, it's really, really correct. And anyways, I do have a means to help out here and figure out what is correct and what isn't correct. And we'll get there probably a few days, maybe a week or two. We'll get this out to you. This is a really, really nice thing. Now, the thing is that this developer has other projects, okay? He has other projects around, and these are really, really nice projects, okay? Eventually, we'll help him get all these projects out if he wants to, of course. Right, let's go back to the game. All right. And how are we with time? Okay, we have 18 minutes until the main event, or the main time, right? Let's go to Ninja's base. And look at that. All right. Yeah, we have other people here. Right, so Ninja's base, a more or less naval base. But look at that. What a tree. What a gorgeous tree of biodomes. And it looks like the power is working. Oh, hey, CP Powell. How you doing? Flaptrap. Howdy. Nice to meet you guys. CP Powell, if I saw that you did manage to get some stuff done on your base. If you wanna write to me, if you want me to showcase your base too, we'll go there. We'll do it. Okay. So if you look here, right? There's we can go all the way there, all the way up. It's a lot of turning, but first we go to a temporary location right here, down below the entire tree. I think it's below the entire tree, right? Yeah. I mean, what an amazing amount of dedication to make this. Also a very beautiful base. And you can see here the wire goes up. That means you go here, right? And you want to keep going up, so you continue to circle and continue and continue, and it keeps going up. Now I'm not going to go all the way up because I'm going to have my head spinning. but it is very, very beautiful. Thank you, Ninja, for this. If you want to go on Discord stage and talk to us, we can do that. Just raise your hand and Bruno's Baby will let you in. Right. Okay. Right. So about 7 minutes from now, we're going to have the next probable change. So let me just read some comments, but I already see that Valax V13R41 asks for the glyphs. So let me go into photo mode for a second, and you can copy the glyphs and come over. Why not? Okay, I'll read some more comments. Right, Steven Tristle wrote, cool. Roblox zoned. Actually, I need ship. If you don't, it's name Iron Vulture. Please help with my request. Thanks, no pressure. Well, I'd really love to help you out, but not during stream. It just won't work. But the trick to getting ships on my Discord is to make the request and wait. And you need to lurk a little bit because we have multiple volunteers, and that's a great opportunity to say thanks to all the volunteers, the staff members and the volunteers. Now, this is all volunteer work. We never ask for anything in return. That's pretty much the whole point. And what that means is that anybody who wants something from us, we're happy to give. We're just not available all the time, okay? We're busy people. I have a day job, among other things. Other people who are volunteers have other things. Some of them are in school, university. Some of them are working people. And what you need to do is just keep lurking on the channel. And from time to time, the volunteers come in and they ask, is anybody looking for a ship? And then I'm sorry, but that's the only way to do it, okay? People have their own lives, and when they can, they come and they do it happily. So if you want the ship, you just have to wait, okay? Geminus1688, woohoo, hello there. Now, C. Powell, yeah, that is fine with me. I just put something together. Wish I could have done more. Anything you do is perfectly fine. Thank you, Powell. Detective Gamer Tag. Detective Gamer Treg. Kind of reminds me of the World Tree in Pal World. Sweet. Yeah, I know what you mean. All right. Oh, that was sweet. That was weird. And that is the problem with everybody coming in with Corvettes, is that now my game is going to start lagging. If that happens too much, I'm going to have to disable multiplayer. I hope I won't have to. Okay, 12 minutes. Yeah, I hang on a second. So, Witchy Genie TV, good afternoon, good guys free in chat. Love your videos, thank you. Keep up the fabulous work. Thank you very much. I do intend to. I will be playing some NMS today or tonight for sure. I haven't played since, I think, May. Well, welcome to my stream. Thanks for joining us. And Daniel Hipley, hi there. Do you see 32 people? I don't know if I see 32 people. Let's check that. Let's see. Network, nearby player lists. So, no. Oh, well, maybe. And I see. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. And you say that Jason. Wow, PVR 25. Thank you so much. You didn't have to, but it's highly appreciated. Really, thank you. So Daniel Hipley, I really don't know. I've seen in some cases I've seen things like 16, and I've seen 24 once. I don't remember seeing more than 24 ever. I know that the game, as far as we know, is built to only contain a maximum of 32 per lobby. So that probably is the maximum. Let's go back to the browser for a second. Okay. And let's see. We can open SteamDB.info and search for No Man's Sky. And then go to charts. So, yeah, we can have this on screen here. We can get back to this. It does look like it's rising a little bit higher than other places, than before. But I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to get to 212,613 in the next 10 minutes. I sure hope so. But then, it could take a little bit more time. Okay? It could. Definitely could. Okay. Let's go back to here and this. Right. So if I'm looking here, I want to show you something. All right. Other bases. You see this base by Rocker? Now, Rocker wasn't sure if that's a good thing to do, to put a base that says fix the game. I'm not going to talk about it now, but I will get to this base in a little bit and get back. We will talk about this a little bit later. So, who is firing at whom? You're trying to shoot down what? Okay. So I'm gonna teleport somewhere else just for the quiet. Okay. And so let's go to CP Powell's, and I'm asking you guys, do not come with me. I just need a little bit of quiet for a few seconds. I'm going to try and use the next 8 minutes before the actual time in order to speak about something else. Okay? So this is Powell's ship, of course. He didn't follow. I actually followed him. We'll look at his base, and while we look at his base, right? That's a very nice thing. While we look at his base, I want to talk a little bit, just a little bit of Project Skyscraper news. So, in case you don't know, Project Skyscraper is an ARG that started in March, became more visible in May. It's on project-skyscraper.com and now also on recalldreams.dev. And in the last week, there have been a few changes, and I want to talk about them a little bit. But just so we know what we're talking about, basically, the ARG says that it looks like an AI that calls itself system, and it's trying to restore its memories. Okay, there are 137 operators. Okay, each operator got a prime number, and that correlates eventually to an NMS star system that can be reached. Okay, my system is visible. Yeah, let me just quit for a second to mode select. I'll get back there. So let me just show you the other star system, right? So basically, there's 137 people who got a prime number. Right? We basically sent email to the system and asked for a prime number. It took a lot of effort to figure out that this is what we need to do. Okay, right. So where am I at? Right, I'm really close to the 0 point. Right. Let me just fly out to my little base over there. Right, where is my base? It's not very far. It shouldn't be very far. Come on. Huh, I can't see my base right now. All right, I'll summon my freighter. 1 second. Right, and I'll teleport to that base for your benefits. Now, So we got prime numbers, and they're also called windows, and the window is looking into a star system. And there was this little confusion about which star system each one of us got, because this was on a terminal. And in that terminal, some people... Okay, now that is different. Why would I have no power on my freighter? Now that is really, really weird. Okay, hang on. Right. Let's reload this again. Sometimes a reload helps. So each one of us got a system, and some people noticed that they got more than one name in the message that gave them their system. And okay, now we have power, and we can teleport to my base here, because for some reason the marker didn't show. Right. Eventually what happened was that we realized that when some people had prime numbers that are anagrams of each other, then they got two different star system addresses, and they actually got the other person's address. Now my number is 4219, and it has a few anagrams that are also primes, but none of these anagrams, none of these primes have been claimed by anybody. Right, where did I put the NMS10 logo? Was it here? Ah, the NMS10 logo is on the other side. Let's go see it. Yeah, this is where I recorded the short video that explains how to make the logo. It's such a pity that some people were unable to create this logo in PlayStation, and I mean on PC it's almost always possible. Anyways, a little bit more of Project Skyscraper news. So on August the 1st, a web page called The Shared Dream came up. Let me show it. Let's go back to the browser. Right, let's go to project-skyscraper.com/the-shared dream. It should be that. Yeah, this is it, the shared dream. And everybody was actually submitting photos from their own system. Each one had to submit a photo from the system that the entity calling itself system assigned to them. Okay, and last I checked, there were 120 or 115 images here, and if we go further down, we will eventually find this one. This one is my submission. Yeah, you see, it says here window 4219 right there. That's the window. Okay, right. So it does seem to go up, but it's still. Oh, so this one says 12,358, but my tracker says 615. Interesting. All right, never mind. So, anyways, there were some issues in Project Skyscraper, and I basically produce just about every week. Now, this week I did not produce. Usually I work on it on a Saturday and Sunday, and this week I did not produce one. I'm hoping to produce one tomorrow. Here's another thing worth looking at. So we are actually almost 1 minute before the hour. So let's go back to the browser for a second. And where was it? Anomaly? Let's go, yeah, right there. So today we also have the 10th anniversary special edition of Anomaly, right? And it has a Q&A with Skyscraper Project, which is the architect from project, Skyscraper. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. If you don't, it's always worth a read. I've started. I didn't have much time, but it's always really, really good to read. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Okay. Back to this. How are we with the tracker? About 4 minutes. Let me read some comments now. So we are actually at the appointed time and we are nowhere near. Let's see if other people start joining now. I don't know. It'll be a pity if we can't break that record, but so some comments. Hey Had, yeah, it's time. Entropic Star Kid, good morning. Good morning to you too. Grumpy old bloke standing by. Eddie the Labrador, hi. Anybody else that I missed? Okay, so right now what I need to do is actually go back to the other save file. Come on. Right, let's load the other save file back to the system. "19 people dancing in mainfam space station now." That's pretty cool. Anna Geller, I was watching this thing. It referenced Italy's towers that don't exist from forever ago. "We are energy, like Morpheus said. We are noise, energy being sent somewhere." Yeah. The Stephanie K, good morning all. Good morning to you too. Anna Geller, all the ancient buildings like the African ones, they discovered 10 mil. They are the motherboards literally matching the construction. Right. Okay, so we're back at Powell's base. And as usual, when you just load the game, it doesn't really like to have power. But let's save the game and reload, see if that helps. Yeah, 1 second. And we're gonna go and look at Rocker's base, and we're gonna talk a little bit about this stuff because it's important. Right, now we have some power. Other bases. Yeah, let's go to Rockers. Right. So first thing that you need to know is that Rocker did not build this base because he hates the game. He built it because he loves the game, because he wants Hello Games to fix the game. There are so many little bugs, that's for sure. And that's it, small, really small. Okay, so yeah, I can sit down here. Hey, you know what that is? That is a part of Brunost Baby's huge base that is really on the portal and therefore is hard to see. Doesn't always render. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about fixing the game. In my opinion, there are two or three things that are the major things that have to get fixed. The first and foremost, and I've talked about this a lot, is the heat death loop. Okay, this is an exploit. It's an exploit. I'm not going to explain it, even though I've learned how it's possible to do this. And I actually created a base that can be a trap like this. I made sure that this base is not uploaded so nobody can see it. And I created it just to check every time there's an update to check if this exploit still exists. And even more than that, I renamed the planet to be named Trap, do not come here, and the base Trap, do not come here. And I literally sent this to Hello Games to show them, and unfortunately they did not do anything about it yet. Okay, basically what it does, it's something that causes the game to start inflicting heat damage until you die. And the problem is that no matter if you get away from the source of the heat damage, it continues. And you can go and enter your ship and fly out to space, and it continues until you die. And when you respawn, it continues again. You still get heat damage even after you die and respawn. That's why it's called a death loop. I've asked other creators like Captain Steve and Jason and others if they can see if they can contact somebody in Hello Games. And this is the one thing that I really, really wish they'd fix. Okay, I think that's the most critical one on the list. And I know that other creators have also definitely sent reports about this. Okay. The next thing I want to show you is what's called base griefing. Okay, let's go back to the browser. Okay, and let me find the exact post. Hang on a second. There's a post, this one. Okay, so this is a post by Toyosi723. He's part of the Japanese community, and he basically wrote, and this is translated, right, that the community is being destroyed, and you can see what happens. Some griefers found out a way to force bases to overlap, and they're just placing these things to destroy the other person's base, right? Or they're using a terrain manipulator to add stuff that shouldn't be there and destroying the base. Okay, another one with a terrain manipulator, more terrain manipulator. This is terrible. And what's important to know, right, is that Martin Griffiths is the main engine developer for Hello Games, and wrote, and this is the first time that they acknowledged it. I know Professor Cynical also mentioned that. He wrote, "Just thought I'd let you know that this post is being discussed at Hello. We will see what we can do to fix the griefers. Please fix that. All kinds of griefers." And the last thing that I want to talk about, if anybody has any suggestion what the last thing, which is a big thing that really needs to be fixed, you can post it in the comments. Let's see what you guys think. Okay. I'm going to read some comments, and let's see. So we have Anna Geller sending our energy up and through the towers and skyscrapers and churches. There is so many streams to watch tonight. Please, this hour, connect to NMS with all your devices. Yeah. Just seemed very Norman-y. Francis Stanier, happy birthday No Man's Sky Hello Games. Right. How many players on Steam right now? Well, 13,811 in the last count. Yeah, Rocker, thanks for the visit. Yeah, of course. Thank you for reminding me that this is something that's really important to talk about on stream. So Anna Geller says NMS is a Leo. What's that? What is that supposed to mean? Anyways, if you didn't figure it out yet, right? The one thing that we really need fixing, one big thing, is how else? Multiplayer. Yeah. Other bases. Okay, let's go to Flaptrap's Hall of Expeditions. Right, so we all know this. Multiplayer is terrible, really terrible. It's very unstable with problems connecting. Just a few minutes ago, Daniel Hipley said that, I think it was Daniel Hipley, said that, that Jason was able to get 32 people inside of one group, well, not one group. The group can only be only four, of course, but 32 people to be seen in you know, for nearby players, right? And I can go back to network and see nearby player list. I'm totally alone now. Well, that's okay. My multiplayer is disabled. Let's enable multiplayer, and we'll see what happens. We'll see how many people can join us. Now, Flaptrap's base. Okay. If I just go up a little bit, there's a really nice diamond shape here. Entrance to the Hall of Exhibitions. Okay, that's a really nice addition. Okay. And I somehow have a feeling that this was not supposed to be here. I think the terrain manipulator was supposed to remove this, but it probably didn't show. Probably didn't save it for some reason. So Flaptrap, if you can, there, see? If you can come here and redo this part, yeah, that'll be nice. Thank you. I think you probably read my mind or heard me speak about this. That's great. Right, so hey, you're letting me also help. Let's go. There. There we go. Now that's a lot of effort. Very nice. That's a lot of dedication, a lot of attention to detail. Very nice. What do you think, Powell? Right? Beautiful stuff. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous place. Look at that. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So, as I was saying, the one thing that really bothers me with the state of multiplayer is, of course, the fact that we're really, really hoping to see Light No Fire anytime soon, and if they can't make No Man's Sky work multiplayer properly, what are we gonna do when we're in Light No Fire? Are they also gonna do like maximum of 32 people you can see at once? And I mean, I get it that the group can be limited to just the group might be limited to just a small number like 4 or 6 or something like that. That's understandable if they want to. I really wish we could do larger groups. What? It keeps coming back, this thing. That's a very, very annoying bit of terrain. Yeah, let's fix that. Right. We have some more bases nearby to cover. Hey, Wayfarer. Let's go to your base, Prism 22. Okay. Other bases. So where is... Do we have a base from Prism 22? We don't. Let's go to the Heart by Keylor Gonzalez. Some more comments. So Corvettes and Coffee usually has 32 player instances. Nice. Adrian B. Never rely on manipulator for large bases, of course. Always build above. Definitely, definitely. Something all of us know by now. Ellendale 45. how do I find out more about the Corvette and coffee? Okay, I mean, I don't think it'll let you post some links here, but yeah, I don't think it'll let you post links. So this is The Heart by Keylor Gonzalez. Let's see how many do I see now in the nearby player list. So that's about 12-ish, right? And the point here is to whose Corvette is that? And can you please take it away? Right. Can you please take the Corvette away, whoever this is? Thank you. Now, the whole point here... Oh man, that's a wonderful view. The whole point here is this. The heart shape. Right? Let's go to a different time of day just so that we'll see it more properly. There we go. Thank you, Keylor Gonzalez, for this. That's very nice. Right. So, unfortunately, I don't see that we're getting anywhere near the number of players on Steam, which is a pity. Probably means that a lot of the players who are who have made the numbers go high as they were in the past are just not playing NMS. They don't care enough. That's a pity, but you know what? We're still having some fun here, right? Okay. So let me just answer some here. So Rocker says, nice work, Flaptrap. Entropic Starcade, Mavs live right now. Mavs live right now, but the chords to the Mead 8 only on the Discord. Maverick NMS. CPAL, very nice build. Entropic Starcade. I also have links in my videos to the Discord, though. CPAL, they did some great builds on this planet. Yes, they did. Rocker. So, Bobby Deerfield, I'm confused. Are you all streamers in different systems? Of course. Each one of us basically decided on a planet and asked our community to come and build some stuff on the planet we chose. Not a perfect planet. You can see that it has storms. Really not ideal. And unfortunately, also, this specific base doesn't have a teleporter. So I'm gonna have to fly back up. And fly out there. So which base is that? This one is NMS 10-year museum. Let's just go to one of the bases. Here we go. Good. I think it's going where I want it. Good. What? I mean, how can that be? I'm in creative. Am I not? Yeah. That is pretty odd.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Well, storm cleaning, that's good. Let's land. Ooh, very nice view from here too. Some really nice screenshots. Yeah. Let's remove the fog and take a screenshot. Why not? I like that. That's pretty. Now let's see the space. So the numbers are climbing, right? It's almost 14,000 now. And I do have another website to show you. Something quite different. Quite different. Something made by our cartographer Had. So yeah, I mean, I visited here. There are some fossil displays, and I don't know if it's the game that isn't rendering them, or that they really are empty. I don't know. Yeah, they look empty. Weird. Okay, maybe it's not fully complete. Right? In any case, it is a very beautiful base. Love those reds here. Not that I was a royal, I was not. But it's very pretty. Which base is that? Oh, that's the other one over there. It's my base. All right, let's I'll disable multiplayer for a second, and I want to show you something that our friend Had made. Right? Okay, let's reload this. 1 second. Now, I don't know if you know glyphs.had.sh, but this is a new tool. Okay, this new tool allows you to upload your save file. And no, this doesn't mean upload. It doesn't go into any server. This is really, really important to note. The processing of your save file is local. Okay, this is on GitHub. Anybody who wants can go and see the source code. And the idea here is, okay, hang on a second. I'm going to switch back. I don't want to show, right? I don't want to show, 1 second, please. I'm going to load my save file. I just don't want to show the user, the player number. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I have one of my save files. Now the idea is that your save file comes back as a story. Let's do this, and we'll see. So basically what happens is that I chose a file, and I'm telling it to read my save file. He has explanations here showing what you can do, right? Or how to do this. And the important thing is that the link to this thing already appears inside of the description of the live stream. Okay, and what happens to your save file, right? The save file is opened and read right here in the browser. It is never uploaded, not to Had and not to anyone else. No copy of it exists. Now, one of the things that happens is that when you do this, the save file gets processed. Everything personal gets removed. And there's a good reason for this. Had is a European person, and he has to abide by the GDPR, which are really, really strict privacy rules. Okay? If he wanted to actually get anything that is personal from your save file, he would have to prove to the various authorities that he's saving the data in a specific way. Okay? And he doesn't want to do that naturally. And that's why I trust this, and you can trust this too, right? You can see here the GitHub in case you want to see it, right? Everything here is available on GitHub. And basically this is what happens, okay? It loads the parts of the save file that show the places that you've been to, okay? There's a much more technical detail explanation, but what? Oh, right, the MF. That was silly of me. 1 second, let me choose the actual save file. Okay. There we go. Read my save. So, and it says, what is in there? Okay, there are two ways to leave something behind. Both are yours to choose. And your story reads just as well without them. But the map and the mosaic only exist because travelers add to them. And I specifically did not add to the mosaic earlier because I wanted to show you this from here. Okay. So I'm going to add 304 coordinates that it had found in my save file, and I will let it appear on the public mosaic. Okay. And I'm going to just click it, and it is processing. Right. Now, it does see that there are some names here, okay, that you can change if you don't want them to appear the way they appear, right? So like blue ink prototype, yeah. I'm actually going to change it to it's a blue eagle. I don't know, just like that. Okay. The other things I'm good with the names, everything good, looks good. Write my story. And wait a little bit. And your receipt. Okay. I'm not going to go and explain all of this. Okay. But this is basically kind of a seed that you can take and upload every time and again. It contains only those parts that are needed to create your story. Let's read my story. Okay. And again, still in a work in progress. It's under construction, but it's already available, right? And we have, where did I start? Okay, the birth system, the first steps, the catalog's opening entry. In 2022, the catalog starts in this system. And you can click this, and it opens the main cartography website already. And you can see and play with this and see exactly where this is. It tells you exactly which sector, which block, which cube, the coordinates, etc. And it does show you other known systems in this region. Okay, there's the region's black hole, the region's local atlas. Exquisite work by hand, really. Okay, and it says it started in Euclid in the Wazaki region, the Wazaki planet, 1.6 million light years from the heart. Nothing marks it as a beginning except that it becomes one. The crowded sky opens into his path alone. 3 had marked the early crossing. He marks the rest. 360,000 light years from the heart, in the arm of Haranaku, a creature joined him that same day. It stayed. So that's basically when I first got a companion. And you can continue reading. This is basically your story. It does require a little bit more refinement, but it's already a really, really interesting tool. Thank you, Had, for this. Thank you. Okay. Let's go back to the game. And I'll just take a sip and read some more comments. So Rocker says, not all streamers. I guess I missed some comments. C. Powell, Gonzalez definitely has the best view. One of the best, definitely. Ganmerlad, I wouldn't necessarily say players don't care now, but probably don't know there is a thing. They may not be looking at NMS, Reddit, YouTube, Steam discussions. Maybe, possibly. I mean, this has been a few months in the making of creating more and more and more hype around this. We really hoped, but okay. Yeah, let's return the multiplayer so that I can see others. More comments. People walk away from the game in general if expeditions end. and there is nothing new yet. Yeah, true. Had. Oh god, it's my turn to be on the grill. Why? I don't know. I loved it. I mean, I love this tool you made, Had. All good. Don't feel bad. Really. And if you don't know, you can just type glyphs.had.sh. It's a glyph decoder. Really, really nice. Okay. Let's see. What else? So, Michael Thallow, Gunmerlad, I agree. None of my NMS friends are online, and some of them are playing NMS for years now. Bruno's Baby Watzel says Steam has gotten an update now. Haven't checked it out yet. Well, 13,954, and in about 2 minutes there's another poll, but the estimated change is 4 minutes from now until it gets updated on our on-screen tracker. Okay. Let's pick another base. Let's pick another base, and I guess we'll probably call it a day, because I can't stay on stream for that long. So this is a portal overlook. Yeah, let's go to this one. I want to see these two. Right, these are the ones that we have. Let's go. All right. So, hello there. That's an interesting base. Wow, very nice. Ooh. Some gorgeous displays, avian, fossil, quadruped, biped. Really nice. Welcome, my friends. Enjoy your visit. Thank you. Oh, nice. That's as if you're trying to make a planet of light out of this planet. And what do you know? The base that I was sure we would not be able to see. This is a base by Bruno's Baby, but
No,
it is rendering.
this is sorry, GGF. This is Space Gandalf's base.
No, what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, this is. I'm talking about this one. This one is yours. I know. I was sure we won't see it.
The one you. The
one I'm standing on is Space Gandalf. Thank you, Space Gandalf. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for correcting me, because it might have been. I mean, I understood that I'm not looking at. That I'm talking about the base over there.
Yeah.
But it might not have been understood by others. Thank you for the clarification.
Okay.
Wow. I mean, look at that. Amazing amount of work here. That's just gorgeous. That is beautiful. You know, I remember not long ago these bubbles weren't showing, so they must have fixed it recently. That you know what? Hang on. Hum. Let's go to the other side. I mean, this is actually decorated with an actual. It feels to me like there's a passionate design behind this. It's not just somebody that came here and just said, "Yeah, let's put this here and this there, and that's it." Okay.
Yeah.
It feels like somebody actually thought about this. I mean, what this would look like.
Yes.
What this would look like coming in. You'll have a place to stand here. That's another gorgeous space. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see if we can get one more. Hang on a second, please.
I yeah. Yeah.
Hey, right, my mic was muted. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to be reading a few more comments and then we're going to say goodbyes because I really need to finish this stream. It is unfortunate that we didn't get any higher than almost 14,000 that we saw. We really hoped for more. Didn't happen. So let me read some more comments and then we'll see what happens then. So, Rocker says, cool stuff, Mr. Had. It is indeed. And I also urge you guys, share your stuff. You can always go to any AI, point at the GitHub, and ask it to review it and tell you whether anything gets sent, and you'll see that nothing gets sent. That's up to you, of course. You don't have to share anything, and you don't have to use it, but it is a really, really nice tool. Flaptrap, giant dinosaur, yeah. Had, wow, I swear I saw Godzilla. Yeah, that's why I'm hiding in this little building. I don't want to get squished. Yeah, definitely. So Had says, it's okay, what happened in real life is better. Lots of people meet today. Yeah, that is a good thing too. Entropic Star Kid, got my girlfriend to play for a bit and found a paradise planet, so maybe she'll want to stick around longer than an hour. Crossing my fingers for you. PVR25, thanks for all the work you put into the live stream and all the videos you make. Thank you. I'll continue doing this. This kind of comment is exactly what helps me keep going. C. Powell, I know the game has its problems, but it's still the best game I've ever played. I believe Hello Games has moved on, so I'm going to enjoy, I guess, no matter what the problems, what the game. That is a great attitude. I love it. Thank you. And one more thing is definitely sure. I mean, I'm the kind of guy who plays a game, wants to finish exploring. I love the exploration, and usually I explore a game, and when I've seen everything in the game, even if I haven't finished the story of the game, I will eventually just say that's enough for me. I'm not playing anymore. But No Man's Sky caught me, and yeah, you know, it's an exploration game and there is no end. So I'm still playing, and at some point I decided that that this community has given me so much and helped me so much that I wanted to give back. And I don't know if you guys know, but my very first video was something that I noticed, and I redid this video recently because the original was horrible quality. It was a video about when you're doing a derelict freighter, you can actually get 2 copies of the crew manifest, and then you can sell 1 copy for tainted metal and give the other copy to the envoy for standing. This thing still exists. This video still exists. You can look for it. Look for something called double. I don't remember. I'll find it. Yeah. Last comments now. Stephen Trissel, thanks for keeping the flame alive. Thank you. Helmut Peters, thank you very much for all your work. Thank you. I appreciate your comments a lot. Ixluts, what are the benefits of building a Corvette ship? Yeah, I mean, come to my Discord and talk to us about it. We'll talk about it. There are some benefits, not everything. Anyways, this is my time to say goodbye. So thank you all for being with us, and thank you to Hello Games, of course. Good guys for here, and I'll see you again soon.